What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about deadlift, okay? And I'm going to be talking about sumo deadlift versus conventional deadlift and why people are wrong about them, okay? So you're going to see a lot of people talk about sumo deadlift and they're going to say that it primarily hits your glutes and hamstrings, right? And people say, you know, if you're lagging on glutes and hamstrings, hit sumo deadlift instead of conventional, right? And this is actually false, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. So if you guys look at a conventional deadlift, right, the primary mechanism is hip extension, right? The moment arm is so long between the hips, which is the center of rotation, and the moment arm, which is the weight of the bar, right? So this moment arm is extremely long in a conventional deadlift versus in a sumo deadlift, okay? So the hip extension moment arm, right here, is a lot longer, so there's a bigger demand for the hip extensor muscles, right? So I'll let you guys see that. Coming right on the side row. So if you guys look here, on conventional deadlift, there's a much longer moment arm between the bar, right, and the center of rotation, which is the hips, okay? So here, the primary mechanism is hip extension.
Also, guys, what I forgot to mention while recording this video is that beyond just the moment arm, there's a greater hip extension mechanism because there's a greater hip flexion angle, right? So there's more hip flexion you have to overcome. And how do you overcome hip flexion? Through hip extension, okay?
And what muscles are the hip extensors, okay? Glute max and hamstrings, okay? So if your primary mechanism is hip extension, obviously the primary muscles of work are going to be the hip extensors, right? So sumo deadlift, the moment arm between the hips, which is the center of rotation, and the bar is a lot shorter, right? So the primary mechanism here isn't hip extension, okay? Hip extension and knee extension are equal here.
So same thing here, guys. There's a greater knee extension component on the sumo deadlift because there's more knee flexion to overcome.
So if you guys watch the sumo deadlift, look how much shorter this moment arm is, right? Between the hips, center of rotation, and the weight of the bar, okay? Look how much shorter this moment arm is versus this moment arm, okay? So obviously if the moment arm is shorter for the hip extensors, the demand for them is going to be less, right? They're not going to be as active on the sumo deadlift as they are on the conventional deadlift, okay? So for sumo deadlift, because there's such a high demand for knee extension, you're going to get a lot more quad activation as well. And because you're externally rotated, you're going to hit gluteus medius, right? Because the primary external rotator is gluteus medius. So for sumo deadlift, it's more quad and glute medius. And for conventional deadlift, it's more hamstrings and glutes, okay? So if people are saying that sumo deadlift gets your hamstrings and your glutes more than conventional, they're wrong, okay? And you can explain this, you can show them this video and explain to them why. It's all about mechanisms, right? It's all about the muscles used. So, to recap, guys, hip extension, primary mechanism for conventional deadlift, right? And look how little knee extension there is. Right? Versus sumo deadlift, the hip extension mechanism is a lot less, and there's so much more demand for knee extension, right? Because there's a bigger knee extension component. Much shorter moment arm with the hips. Much greater demand for knee extension. This is why if you're a quad dominant lifter, if you squat well high bar and stuff, you're going to do better with sumo deadlift, right? Because you can use more quads. And also, guys, because there's a longer moment arm here, there's a longer moment arm on the spine too, right? So conventional also does demand more on your back. So especially your lower back, right? So that's the mechanical differences between sumo and conventional. I hope you guys learned from it. I hope you guys realize that a lot of people are saying the wrong things with this. Obviously, there is crossover. Obviously, there is like overlap, right? They are both going to be hitting the same muscle groups. It's just to what degree a muscle group is hit. Right? So obviously when you're sumo deadlifting, you're still going to be hitting glutes and hamstrings. It's just not going to be to the same degree as a conventional, right? Because the mechanism isn't as high a demand. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, learned something from it, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.